What's going on, guys? All right, I planned on making this video like a week ago, but I just couldn't find time to do it. But anyway, the new 2017 Toro TimeMaster is now available at your local Home Depot store. Not sure if it's going to be in the store yet. Obviously, it's January, so not too many stores, especially in the colder parts of the country. They're probably not going to be in the store yet, but you can get it online, free shipping. Um, just to touch base, go over a little bit of the new 2017 Toro Time Master. Um, they got a new little slogan with spin stop. That's pretty much the same thing as a blade brake, you know, clutch, blade brake clutch. What that basically means is you can stop the blades from turning, but the engine won't shut off. So it's, same thing as a brake blade clutch. They just use spin stop now. Not sure why, but anyway, so it's basically identical to the 2012 to 2016 Toro Time Master, except for one difference: the engine. You're going to get a 223 um, cc engine with 10 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so that's a big difference. It's the old Time Master, like I said. The 2012 to 2016 had 190 cc's and 8.75 foot-pounds of torque. When it comes to engines, a lot of people look at cc's and are like, that's the most important thing is cc's, and wow. But really, it comes down to foot-pounds of torque. So, going up to 10 foot-pounds of gross torque from 8.75, it's a pretty big jump. Um, Only time will tell. And if you guys, obviously, I don't know if anybody even has one yet, but, I don't know if you're going to see a huge difference in performance with the new engine. It definitely can't hurt, obviously. But you know, my major thing was, because I've been running these things for 5 years now, ever since the first one came out. But my big thing with it was I don't. When I first got it, I really did think it was the engine, because you know how it is. You try to cut anything wet with it, it ain't gonna work. So if you're gonna, even with this one, I'd be surprised if you're gonna do any better cutting wet grass. It's a you got to use it for what it's good at, cutting grass that is, 5 to 6 inches max, down to 3 inches, maybe 2.5 tops. Obviously, if you want to cut it to 2 inches, not a problem, but I wouldn't try cutting 6 to 7 inch grass down to 2 inches with this. You can do it, but, it's just not, you know, you start. It's not going to work like a regular lawnmower to a certain degree. Like I said, when I first got it, I thought the major thing was the engine. Just didn't have enough pop, to cut the grass, and I was flipping out, blah blah blah. But as you have, the longer you use it, you kind of figure that really isn't the issue. I think it really just has to come down with the deck design. The same issues, MTD, Troy Built Cub Cadet Craftsman, they came out with a similar deck style. It's a 28-inch, but with the two blade system. And the same complaints are pretty much flying around on that. So, you know, and it has a stronger engine also. I think it has a 228, but very similar to this engine the MTD has that's on the new 2017 Time Master. But you know, you have to use it for what it's meant to be used at. It's a great, great mower if you use it the right way. Um, but it's we're gonna see. I can't wait to see all your guys because I'm probably not gonna get one of these. I have a 2016, and I didn't even really use that too much this year. But I'd love to hear your guys' experience, especially the guys that had the 16 or the 15 and maybe are going over to the 17, to tell us in the community, is there a big difference with going, did it make a big difference jumping the engine up, you know? Because, I'm kind of in between. Like I said, when I first got it, I thought it was the engine, but I really think it's that it's just the deck design. It just can't handle all those clippings. Now, obviously, if you use the bagger and the discharge chute, it's going to work a lot better. But, a lot of people use these mowers now just to mulch. And, you know, it's available is basically what's going down here. So it's the same price as the older styles there. I haven't seen an option for the electric start on here. I'm not saying they're not going to have one available, but I don't think that the depot has it yet. But it's got 3 good reviews here, so who knows? But yeah, the new Toro TimeMaster 2017. It's got a significantly more powerful engine for this year. I heard a lot of stuff from people, saying that maybe the 17 Time Master was gonna have a hydrostatic type transmission and all this kind of crazy stuff. And it didn't end up happening like that. That would have been probably cool, but I'm sure your price would have went, you know, bananas if they did that. But they really didn't really need to do anything, to be honest with you. A lot of people use these commercially. They're really not made for that. They're made for the homeowner. They do have obviously the Toro and the X Marks 30 and the Toro Turf Master. That's more of a commercial grade 30-inch. So, whatever you get out of these using it commercially, I mean, if you're going to use this thing every day, I would probably move over to the Turf Master or the X Marks 30. But if you do get them significantly heavier, that's why I never went that route. And you're going to pay almost double the price. So, and you know what? You're not getting the main thing that I love about this mower too. The old style was I love how this handle flipped up. It is such a space saver when you put it in your trailer, or even you homeowners who are going to put it in your garage, just to be able to put this, totally up. It just saves so much space. Um, but yeah, so it's ready to go. Um, Again, the bigger engine is only a plus for this mower. I don't think obviously it can't hurt it. Um, and if you're able to maybe put it through a couple more applications, maybe you didn't like the performance of it in certain jobs that you kind of did, or certain lawns that you kind of did, and you might have gotten rid of it. I mean, I'm not saying come back to it because I don't know if it's going to make a major deal, but it's something that you maybe, like me, last year, I was kind of done with the Time Master to a degree. And then last fall, I didn't have a bagging system on my zero turn. So I loved using this as a vacuum, with the leaves, because it had the big bag. And, it was just, I had just a 22-inch last year, and it took me forever to do some of these yards that I couldn't fit my zero turn back in. So I got one real cheap. It was like $749 brand new. So I said, yeah, what the hell? Um, but they're just very versatile mowers. That's what makes them great. I mean, a lot of people comment on my Time Master vids and stuff and say, I just started a lawn care company. A younger people are just starting off and they don't have a lot of money to buy a zero turn yet. I mean, they run their whole business with these things, and it's it's definitely, if you don't have a lot of money and you can't afford a nice walk behind, you're not really not into the zero turn yet. And what's great about it is you don't really need a trailer with this mower. I mean, obviously you need a truck, or you can do the Moe's Lawn and Iron, and get one of those little things on the back of your SUV or something like that, and you know put it on that. But that's up to you. You can decide. It's a very You don't need a trailer. If you want to, you have a van, you want to put it in the back of your van, you can do that. You can, there's people put these things in their trunk of their car. I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do to a degree, but to have a 30-inch mower over 22, if you're just starting out, it's a big difference in the time it's going to take you to cut. So, all right, that's about it. I don't want to take up too much time here. The Toro TimeMaster 30, 2017, with the 223 10 foot-pounds of gross torque is out. $9.99 at Depot. Probably going to be by your local dealer. March, April. But any comments, questions, let me know. And I'll catch you on the next one.